Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. Hello, my name is Thomas O'Neill, Tommy O'Neill, your host of the Voynich Manuscript MS-408. And today, well, you're lucky. We're in the herbal plant section of the Voynich Manuscript. And I finally at last found a name for something that is beneficial. And it's called Herb Bennet wood avens. And it's good for traditional medicinal uses, digestive complaints, used as an astringent for diarrhea, upset stomach, intestinal issues, largely due to tannin content. Herb Bennet, also called wood avens, it's good for fevers. Historical uses is fever reducer, sometimes called whey bread, or associated with clove root because the root has a clove-like scent from eugenol content and was used as a cheaper substitute for actual cloves and flavoring and mild tonic. Good for sore throats, mouth issues, gargled and used for mouthwash for gum inflammation and sore throat, again due to astringent tannins. Wound healing, applied topically to minor wounds, cuts, and skin irritation as astringent to help stop bleeding and reduce inflammation. uh, Cardiac tonic use in older herbal traditions. It was sometimes used as general tonic and to settle heart palpitations, though use has no strong scientific backing. Now, of course, consult with your doctor. I'm just pulling this from the Voynich Manuscript, and Michael Woznich or Wilfred Voynich did the research for this as he forged this document. Now, this folio is folio f11v, folio 11v of the Voynich manuscript. And notice this picture here of wood avens, Herb Bennet. And if we also look here, notice the red flowering color and the red long stem and how it blossoms out. It's kind of, Wilfred Voynich wasn't the greatest artist of them all. And so we once again look at the picture. Here is the depiction of what Wilfred Voynich made of wood avens. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so there's somewhat of a similarity, but what does it say in the text? Since you're such a Voynich glyphs to Latin, well, you're in luck here. Um, here's Eve, the Voynich glyphs to Eva translation, and if we go to this, and then we go to the Voynich glossalia, it just happens to be the one, two, three, four, five, sixth word over. So in Voynicese, the sixth word over, one, two, three, four, five, six. So it'd be this word right here, sapar. Sapar in Eva Voynicese. And we click on that, and we go like this. We'll copy it. And this should read as geo if I got the right word order. And we'll paste it here. And that's geo. So we'll take geo and we'll go into here, and geo should say the Herb Bennet avens. So if we go into here, Herb Bennet, also called wood avens is a perennial herb in the rose family, native Europe, Western Asia, and parts of Africa. It has a small yellow five-petaled flower, clover, divided leaves, burr, seed, and hook cloving, fur dispersal medicine, and once believed to ward off evil spirits and venomous beasts, hence one of its old names, blessed herb. Here's what it looks like. Small yellow flowers, thin stems with jagged clover-like leaves, lower and plant. You'll often find shaded with But I noticed in the Voynich Manuscript and online, I looked at other images. It has this little red. See, it says peat-free wood avens, Geum urban wood avens, and it has a picture of red petaled flowers. So I'm going to ask Claude about that. Let's ask Claude. Um, Let me copy and paste this. It's 2. Is I itself has yellow flowers, not red. The ones of identifying features you might think it's related to species, same genus like Geum genus, red avens. So there is a red avens. They're closely related but different species, wild Herb Bennet. I don't know, because I'm looking at here and it says wood avens, Geum. It is yellow. Most part is yellow. And then I did find one that was red. This is avens and it has a red. There's a red one in here. Let's see. There are Bennet, avens, Germ Evan. Well, that's the way Wilfred Voynich decided to display his flower um, for the Voynich manuscript. Um, I'm going with the word in the text, and I'm gonna have to stick with yellow, even though there's not. I mean, I noticed a little bit of orange, but there's avens and wood avens, but for the most part, it's yellow. I'm not seeing this. I rarely do I see like a wood avens that looks kind of red. Um, there's a wood avens, so it's very rare. There's a wood avens Bennet, and it does the red ones do resemble the kind of off case picture that Wilfred Voynich. There's Geo again. And if you'd like to look at all the decoded words that here it is, I'll leave it up for a little while so you can pause it and look at it. Um, there's per, there's another Latin word. I guess bi is one. Novum octo novum. Novum happens to be novum for nova, and it's used quite a octo, novum, and quattoro, quattor, 4, 8 and 9 are used throughout the manuscript. Octoesser is also another one that's Dane, but it would be an extra S for Dane. This is the Dane without the extra I. And that just simply means his birthday month, and S for exists. Kind of ironic. Oh, here's Dane right here. This is what I mean by octoesser. And I think um, I think Mio is a word. Let me check that one out. We'll type Mio in. Hope I don't stop the. Yeah, to make water. I gotta make sure this hasn't stopped. Still going. Sometimes when I type something in, the recorder will stop. So we're full blast right now, and we're going smoothly here. To make water, I wonder if Eva. Let's see if the Herb Bennet has anything to do with water. Hope I don't stop this. And water. Herb Bennet traditionally used with water to make a medicinal tea. Well, that's everything's used with water, so I'm not gonna hold that as to any like anything special. Yeah, look at that. Voynich Ninja banned you. I wonder why. Because I was on my way to decoding the Voynich manuscript, and they couldn't handle it. And what was banned was the Voynich. It was Conlang Glossalia Voynich, or it was um, Conlang Glossalia Dane pronounced. And they took all the imagery down, and they banned me. Oh well. So back to this folio, or this folio 11v is um, um, the Herb Bennet. Hmm. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Uh, there's nothing more really, anything special in the decoding. Um, the reason it's like this is because it is a conlang type of glossolalia. It's a repetitive language um, using the um, numbers 4, 8, 9 to repeat. And there is pi in here, 3.14. I wonder why it's placed there. I could check pa, see if that's all about, if that is a Latin word. P-A-U. I doubt it. Probably return nothing. No, it's not a Latin word. Um, I think al is a Latin word. My Latin's not all that great, so I have to look it up. Oh, I'm wrong. Um, not too many Latin words. I know purrs. I can count on purr being a Latin word. Let me see. Purr should be a Latin word. Through, across, through, the midst of, from the side, traversing, at the time, during, through, by the hands of, in person, alone, oneself. So we're reading it. I think by is also a Latin word. No, that's interesting. It's more of an English word then. Um, okay, so thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this. We found a Latin word that has a plant name that does resemble the plant, the flower of the plant, the similar color, somewhat shape. Artist Wilfred Voynich is not that great of an artist, we know that. And so, and it is a medicinal. Uh, it has some uh, for fevers, sore throats, digestive complaints, wound healing. Um, okay, there's my dog Picos. Voynich Manuscript. All right, good night, good day.